back to the channel. If you're joining or watching this after the fact, you may notice this is stream number 1.5. I went in to play my first game with Idaho State and realized I had not saved the Dynasty file and had not even used a save state, and I'm not even sure why. So we're setting up this Dynasty once again. That's what I'm doing this time. Probably won't get to the game quite yet. Probably later today, hopefully. So if you watch the setup on the other one and you're not interested, it's going to be much the same. I am going to add Weber State in as a rival, though. So we are going to go ahead and do this. And I think I wanted to replace UTEP and New Mexico State. That way they're rivals in this game, and I think how it works is then that rivalry will carry over. Why is... Oh, UTEP's in another conference, but that's fine. They're Conference USA, I believe. Man, we're going to get smacked Season 1 in the WAC, but Weber State is... Just going past it. Weber State is going to get rolled in Conference USA. But it's what we're going to do. All right. And I considered using an Idaho State alum as the head coach. And I think I'm just going to make myself head coach again. Because the most notable alumnus was Jared Allen. And while he's Hall of Famer, first ballot if he isn't already in the Hall of Fame, he was a Viking for a long time, and I can't really bring myself to make him my guy. He seems like a nice enough dude, but I am not going to do that. So just double check. Okay, we got our schools in. All right, I think we're good to go. Zip through this part. Okay, there was some stuff we looked at last time as far as what's going on in this fictional world, rankings and such, and I might do a brief version of that, but I'm not going to go through all that stuff again. You've already got me with an FCS team week 1. Okay, they got me playing Weber State. Doesn't list it as a rivalry in like some of the other games in the schedule, but it is. So the last time I did this, I set myself up as an independent. We'll play Temple. Texas Southern's FCS in this game. I normally don't do this, but I think I am going to schedule some FCS opponents. Make myself feel a little bit better. Like I've mentioned this before, but I've experienced in some of the PS2 titles, if you schedule some of these FCS teams that you don't import into the FBS for your dynasty, and you're on the cusp of a bowl eligibility, sometimes you won't make a bowl game. So who do we want to play? You know what we'll do? We'll play old Mississippi Valley State. Why not? I seriously considered doing an MVSU dynasty for PSP, but it wouldn't make any sense. Texas Southern, sure, we'll leave it. That's a lot of 5 non-conference games? I guess that's how the WAC was. I don't know. It's a small conference, but let's see how many home games. 6 home games? Okay, we're good. I'm not going to bother redshirting guys. I think last night when I did it, there was only one dude worth redshirting and only barely, so we're not bothering with that. Skip to in-season recruiting. What I'd said I was going to do for my recruiting restrictions is I can recruit the entire state of Idaho and 1- and 2-star caliber guys outside of Idaho. And that's going off the PS2 system. I forgot that the caliber rating is a bar in the PSP ones. I don't know if it's the same for off-season recruiting, but we'll see. Whoops. Oh, that's right. You got to go all the way around if you incidentally click the position button. Okay. We are going to look at Idaho first. Only 3 scholarships to give out. Ooh. That was a 4.3961. Okay. Yeah, we're going to focus on offense. Definitely do that. 4.78 40 time. I like to get, I mean, I love running the option. You know me. Any kind of option. And it definitely helps when you have a really bad team to be able to run, especially in these older games. It's a little easier to run than pass. We're going to recruit John Greenway because he looks good enough. See, I don't know if that's a 3-star or he's a 2-star. We'll see. We'll see. And then Shane Jordan. I mean, he's fast with an A awareness. You don't have a whole lot to go off of. We're going to recruit him, and that's all our scholarships. So, okay, we got Valley week 1. We'll take a quick look at the top 25 preseason polls again. These are 2021 season rosters. For 2022, the guy, I think it's user Android on Operation Sports, didn't do an FCS conversion roster. But, you know, it's fine. I don't really mind. It's a named roster. I was considering just using an unnamed FCS team rosters for, you know, Idaho State and Weber State. But I was able to find that one. Okay, so that's the top 25. We'll scroll all the way to the bottom. We'll see if we're last or Weber State is last. Okay, we're last. No big surprise. And we will take a quick look at the rosters here. This is going to be the same if you watch the previous stream. Yeah, I didn't make any changes to the rosters. But this team is all around pretty bad, as you'd expect for a year 1 FCS team. Harry Hobbs is going to be definitely carrying the load. And I really prefer the running game in all these games. I mean, the passing's fun, especially in the newer games. It's easier. 14, I feel like it's way too easy to pass. So I don't know, I like running the ball. So that won't be a huge problem. Wide receiver core is pretty rough. O-line is equally rough. Standout defensive end, which is nice. Everything else is bad, and I believe the strong safety is pretty good. Yeah, Jordan Rice is an 80 overall. Yeah, so kind of typical. The one thing we will do on this stream is set the playbook. I'm going to try to do it. Okay, actually, we don't have to. It's saved to my profile, and that was something I actually saved. So, you know, single back big twins, and spread. I'm going to probably have to modify this as the season goes based on what plays I like out of different formations. But I left. This is Nevada's stock playbook, and then I adjusted some of it. But I didn't change much of the pistol sets. Most of those are the standard pistol sets. Yeah. Let's see. Coach options. We'll muck about with strategy a tad, and then we'll wrap it up for this stream 1.5. Now let's pass. I mean, whatever. I'm gonna have to change that when I go in. It kind of drives me nuts that you can't just set your custom playbook. Even in here, it's like, yeah, this is only for the computer if you sim, but still, I'd like to have it pre-populated. Spread offense. We're just gonna probably balanced. Yeah. think passing is going to be pretty rough. We're going to run 4-2-5. We don't have the guys to run anything. And 4-2-5 is my favorite. Yeah, we're going to expect, it's the WAC, we're going to expect a lot of passing. And 4-2-5 is fun because you get to blitz some more off the edge with your strong safeties. Okay, so that's going to do it for this one. I'm an idiot, and that's not any new information for me, but one quick thing to note, I'm not sure if I'm just going to put it up as a post, like a normal post on my YouTube channel, or actually do a video on it. I've been really strapped for time recently, and that's why I'm doing these streams. But the varsity high school football video game guys, Spear Interactive and Pyramid Lake Games, just dropped their development update for the month of February, probably 20 minutes before I started the stream. I haven't even looked at it yet. So I'm considering maybe doing just a quick video going over what they have updated, what they've been working on the last month, or I might put it up in a post. The problem is, I think the last time I did it, there was like one person that saw that post, just fine, I just have to adjust what I'm doing. So I also spoke to Spear, and he's down to do an interview at some point about the game, about the development, like what they're trying to do, what they're looking for, and I'm pretty excited for that. So I'll keep you updated as it gets closer to actually happening and coming out, but that's something to stay tuned for on the channel. And yeah, I appreciate you watching everything on the channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, I would ask you to do so. It helps me a lot, and I will see you next time.